If I have kept you watching for this long, then it means that I am qualified to teach you gravitas. Something that really irritates me is people who don't know anything about the craft of acting, who then, because of, I think, stigmas that have formed around these personalities, um, in Hollywood, for instance, with their infidelity, wild lifestyles, some of them, and seeming untrustworthiness in their personal lives, then people think, ah, it is because they are pretenders. They pretend, they are not honest in real life, and so their lives are a shambles. Nothing can be further from the truth, because acting is not pretending. The moment an actor or actress on the stage or on film or on TV starts pretending, you will know it. And you will lose interest. Because the most crucial skill that needs to be learned for an actor is how to represent another character truthfully. And the truth that is used to represent another actor truthfully comes from one's own life. If there were a scene where I, as an actor, would have to portray someone who has to burst out in a fit of rage, it's very easy to pretend to have a fit of rage, but it will not read as true as actually having a fit of rage. There have been times in my life where I have had fits of rage. If I can recall the situation, the exact, how can I say, the exact moment the rage started, what caused it, I can have that same fit of rage. I'm not going to have it here now, but I just reminded myself of a fit of rage I had many, many years ago. I won't tell you the situation, but it is the truth that actors need to use in order to be able to portray something truthfully, so that you, as the viewer, can enjoy it and find yourself engrossed in the story of whatever it is that you are watching. Now, why can one not use that as a public speaker? Listen to what I want to walk you through now. Not a performance of something or someone else. You, as someone who needs to speak in front of a lot of people, either to sell them something, to teach them something, to whatever the case may be. Those are pretty important things. Teaching and selling. Are they the same? Are they different? I don't know. But instead of just reciting all of the facts, all of the words, all of the lines that you have memorized, why not hook everything that you say, or most of what you say, onto something that you have experienced in your life, and then think about it before you say it. And as you think about it, because you are thinking, you will still be interesting for the people who are watching you, because they are waiting to hear what it is that is going to come out of your mouth because of what you are thinking. And you don't need rage. You don't need to cry. But if there is something that you are very proud of, rightfully, and you can say, I'm really proud of this. I've worked on it. I put my life into this. What would it do for your business? I'm not going to criticize other people who teach public speaking. I'm just going to give my opinion about what would be more effective. Because representing yourself more truthfully can only be better for your business, whoever you are. You're trying to sell something at a conference, if you are speaking to your following on YouTube. Right in the beginning of my training as an actor, we were sitting in a small little office of one of our instructors, one of our teachers, Abdurrahman Adams, just reading out loud to so that he could gauge where we were with how we spoke and how we carried ourselves, how we gave forth that which we were supposed to give forth. And it was my turn, and I started to read, and I'd read about 3 or 4 sentences, and he stopped me and he said, okay, hey, listen, you need to speak up. What? It didn't register with me because I was speaking up. And I started reading further. I got another 1 or 2 sentences further, and he stopped me. And he said, okay, you really need to speak up. I can't hear you. He was sitting 2.5 meters away at his desk, right over there. Not even. It was closer than what this bed that I'm seeing there now, and that's 2.5 meters. He was maybe 1.5 meter away. Very often, because we don't have any outside critique, an outside ear listening and watching what we are doing, we keep doing what we are doing, thinking that what we are doing is good, when obviously it's not, because we're not getting the results that we're supposed to be getting. What to do? Get someone to help you, someone with experience and technical know-how. There's a link in the description. Needless to say, I was flabbergasted, because in my mind, I was speaking loudly, I was pronouncing clearly, but I wasn't. It took quite a number of practice hours for me to start to get to the place where I would start to be effective as a stage actor so that people could hear me 4 or 5 rows into the theater. Never mind the back row of the gallery. So what am I trying to say? Many people teaching other people how to speak teach them an energy that is costing them views, costing them people's attention, and in the end, costing them money. You don't run up and down a stage if you want to keep people's attention and not exhaust them. You don't swing your arms around if there is no benefit or motivation for it. You don't go like this the whole time. You don't. It exhausts the viewer's eyes. If you exhaust their eyes, you exhaust their brains. Their brains get exhausted, they click away. You don't just speak surface words. You think what you want to say. You let it register with yourself. And then you say it. Because then what you show on your face and what comes out in the tonality and your inflection will be the truth. The truth relative to what you are trying to say to the person that you are trying to speak to. You need to be in the moment. You cannot be worried about what people are thinking about you while you are speaking to them. It doesn't work. If you are not inside your body, this is not some metaphysical mumbo-jumbo magic. It's a fact. If your attention is splintered, the attention of your watchers will be splintered. They won't be able to follow you. These are just some of the things that I teach in depth over hours and weeks and months, depending on how much you need me to help you. There's a link in the description if you are interested. In the end, I was nominated for the award of Best Actor one of the last years of my studies at university. I was able to reach, like all of the others who were serious about this craft of acting, I was able to reach people in the back of the theater, in the back row of the gallery, with a whisper. I can teach you that too. There's a link in the description. I can teach you that too. There's a link in the description.